Hey Scorpio, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. We are going to do your reading for the second half of June from the 15th to the 30th. Keep in mind guys, it's a general love read, so it may or may not resonate with everybody. Let's see what messages come through. Love, relationship messages, please Spirit, for the sign of Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. What do we got? I hope everyone's doing well. Let's see what we got for you guys. Messages for Scorpio. One more shuffle. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Might be contemplating somebody, juggling the idea of something, but let's see. Queen of Cups. Seven of Swords. So I feel like you guys might be having some second thoughts here, Scorpio, about somebody. Seven of Swords, maybe something that didn't quite feel like exactly what you thought was going to happen. Maybe thinking of leaving a situation. You're contemplating this. You don't want to come across too selfish or like, you know, not always comfortable to change your mind on somebody, but I feel like you're just, this isn't something that may have been what you anticipated or thought. So you're still juggling this in your mind, or in your, still weighing out your odds. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Okay, so you might be just reconsidering the options. You have to make a choice here. You've got to make a decision. Seven of Cups is Two of Pentacles. I feel like what happened here for you guys, Scorpios, you may have gotten a little caught up or gotten emotional with the Queen of Cups with somebody. Maybe you shared feelings. Maybe it was someone who you thought was like, you know, you may have just gotten a little ahead of yourself. Okay, and now you're like, shoot. Like, is this really what I want? Okay. It's not quite panning out the way you thought. You've had moments where you're like, I just want to get out of this situation. I may have spoke too soon, way too many cards. You may have spilled, you know, I feel like you may have spilled all your beans on this person, spilled all your feelings. Let's see here. Just feel like, yeah, you have to make a choice, and you may be wanting to feel like you exploring your options, okay? You may have just, could have been a little bit of lust. The Temperance. Sagittarius energy. You want to do this gently. It's not, like I said, you don't want to come across as being selfish or misleading or playing games or leading somebody on. You don't want to come across like you got what you wanted maybe, or you just, and then it's ending. Like, you don't want to give the wrong impression. I feel like just be a little bit patient through this process, Scorpio. I don't think you have to get too caught up with making a decision right away. Like I said, this is something you're contemplating, but the Temperance is showing like a sense of patience. Give it a little bit of time just to be sure that you're certain, because I feel like sometimes when you move too fast, you get ahead of yourself, and then maybe fears set in. So you're like, like you feel nervous, or you feel like you want to backpedal. But for some reason here, there could be a chance where if you just sort of allow this to unfold, and it could be mutual for all you know, like your person, as you get to know each other, it's like maybe it could be mutual, okay? Because this Temperance card is about creating a sense of harmony, cooperation, maybe being on the same page, maybe saying like, give it a bit of time, because you both could have jumped in pretty quick, okay? So you may be feeling like it was you, but this person, I feel like they reciprocated the same way you did. This is why you're in a bit of hot water, in a feeling, like a sense of hot water, or a sense of like, jumping in too quick with both feet. So you may not have to necessarily jump to conclusions, make a decision, and bail, because is there a real rush? Like, what is the real rush here, okay? But let's just see here. The Queen of Wands, okay? Make sure you know. Let me get one more card here. I feel like some of you are already sensing that, and that's what's kind of... Sometimes you get nervous maybe and feeling like you just want to... It's like the little Scorpio, you know, just wants to like retreat back into his little sand cave kind of thing. You're just like, shoot. And you run off. It's like you want to hide. The Hierophant. Okay. So at the end of the day here, I also sense here with this Queen of Wands, the Hierophant, you may have to be the initiator if you're wanting to move on. It may, I was thinking maybe it's mutual, maybe it's not. Maybe you have to be the one to take action here and sort of, or just be upfront. Be upfront, be honest, be nurturing to this person. It's definitely saying, like, I feel like be honest and come from a nice place, okay? If you feel like you got ahead of yourself, Scorpio, yeah. If you feel like you got I was going to say Sagittarius, but that's the Temperance. If you feel like you're getting ahead of yourself, you may have to own that. You may have to be like, look, my bad. Okay, you may have to take responsibility for your actions and how far you got this person involved or how much you shared. Okay, so you have to own that here. You have to be the initiator here with this Hierophant. You have to just, let's just see here. One more card here. Why the Hierophant? The Emperor. Yeah, you're going to have to own it. You're going to have to own up to your responsibility here. I feel like that's why it may feel like that's why you're getting nervous here, because it is, I hate to say it, Scorpio, but I think it is coming across here like you created this, or you, I mean, roles can be reversed, but it's like you kind of misled this person or just overspoke your feelings. You got a little ahead of yourself, I feel. The Emperor here is reminding you about purity, about being truthful, being honest. And you could have just, it's not that you were being selfish. It's not that you were being misleading. It wasn't intentional. I don't feel like it was intentional. I feel like you truly at the time, whether you got ahead of yourself or not, you kind of trusted what you felt in the moment. And sometimes that changes very quickly, or however length of time this was. But I feel like what's good for you is good for them, vice versa. So make sure you be honest here. Own the situation. Own your role in all of this, Scorpio. Okay, I keep hearing and feeling purity, like honesty. Be pure with your intentions. Come clean with your intentions, or come clean with where you know, don't just do this Seven of Swords here and kind of like grab your shit and run, okay? Like, don't bail on somebody, okay? So you have to be responsible for how you treated this person, however that goes. I'm just hearing now like you might be in rebound as well. Some of you may be in rebound, and it's like you got ahead of yourself thinking that, which is very, very common when it comes to a rebound. It's like playing that option card here with the Seven of Cups. Some people think that by falling in love with someone else, that's how they get over somebody else, but really it backfires. And it's like you kind of feel a little silly doing this. So you could be having, for some of you, might be in a bit of a rebound mode, or just not totally resolved. So that's very common. Jumping ahead of ourselves, trying to get away from a situation. And it's like, with this Seven of Swords, I feel like, I don't know, it's standing out with like a sense of greed or selfishness, but it's not necessarily how you intended it to go. It's just jumping in with 2 feet, too soon, maybe. This wants to stick. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, see, why the Knight of Cups? I'm getting 2 feelings here with this, but let me get one more card so I don't get ahead of myself. I kind of get a vibe here. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you kind of reap what you sow, guys. You kind of put yourself in a situation because of your own doing, regardless, okay? So whether it was a mistake, whether it was intentional, whether it was like just being careless or reckless in your actions or your feelings, you could actually have this person. I feel like for some of you who are on rebound, the ex might be showing up here or coming back in, and this is what's causing a lot of this whole confusion or contemplation. And you're trying to kind of play 2 roles at once here with the Queen of Wands, trying to maybe please, trying to keep the peace. But it's like, the person that you're currently dealing with as well, that you're having second thoughts on, could also feel like they don't want to let go so easily either. So this Knight of Cups is like a loving emotion coming towards you, whether for some of you it's by the one person, possibly an ex as well, okay? So I feel like love is coming towards you, or someone's charging in with emotions, maybe sort of trying to hang on or chase you if you try to exit. But at the same time here, the Seven of Pentacles, like I said, you kind of create things. They don't just magically appear. They don't just magically happen. Like, nobody delivers all of this in a little box with a bow on it and it just happens. It's due to actions that we all create. Okay, so it's really important. The message in this reading for you guys, Scorpio, is to take responsibility and own your actions. Because like I said, this wasn't delivered on your front doorstep in a bow, with a box and a bow. It's due to what you chose. You chose this. Ultimately. And the same goes for this person. At the end of the day, people have to be responsible. Like, if you fall or get involved with somebody and you don't know enough about them or their circumstances or how they're truly feeling, hey, that's the risk people take. That's the choice they took to get involved. So like I said, it's no one's blame per se. It's just owning your stuff, being responsible, apologizing here. If you feel like, listen, I led you on, or you got yourself more involved, I'm not ready, I'm having second thoughts, whatever that is, okay? So they're just as responsible for how you're not responsible for how they feel or how they respond. They may come in quite emotional. They may want to chase you, and not want this to leave or end. Not want you to leave, I should say. Okay, let's get one more card. I'm going to do your Archangel Raphael healing card as well. Ace of Swords, okay? There you go. Honesty and truth, okay? Clarity. Being honest, also with yourself, Scorpio. This, like I said, you reap what you sow here. It wasn't delivered in a box to you. You have to sort of be honest with yourself and even forgive yourself, okay? Because this is where it's going to set you both free, okay? By being honest, by owning your stuff, owning the responsibility, the role you took, and forgiving the situation, okay? Being honest, being clear, allowing that person the opportunity to sort of have the conversations or have closure that they need. And ultimately, you probably would like clear closure as well. So don't just scurry off. Don't be greedy with your conversation with this person. With the Seven of Swords really stands out in your reading here. It's like Some of us want to just run off and leave and be like, forget it, I screwed this all up. But owning your stuff is going to be much more admirable, and you're going to be much more of a stand-up person, okay? You'll be much more respected in the end, like this Emperor, okay? You'll be much more respected, and the Temperance is saying like a sense of healing. So make sure you create that for your situation, okay? Especially even if it pertains to, for some of you, having an ex or being in rebound. This is really about expressing how you feel, expressing your thoughts. What were you thinking? Why were you thinking or doing these things? Okay, very much a time right now for some of you about being honest with yourself and learning from this. We can't always run away from our stuff or go and bridge off into another relationship hoping that the past will leave and it will get over an ex, if that's the case for some of you. And you can't do that on the flip side of rebounding and jumping back. You know what I mean? You can't. That's going to cause a lot of confusion. Okay? So just have faith here with the Hierophant. Trust in yourself and trust that what you're doing was all part of the way things pan out. Okay? Forgive yourself if that's the case. Not everyone operates perfectly all the time. Sometimes we do things that we should have maybe thought about more. So think it through next time. This is a bit of a learning lesson, guys, I think. Okay, it's a realization. It's a learning, taking your time. As I was saying earlier, not necessarily a huge rush to make a decision. Just take your time. All right. Archangel Raphael, what message do we have? Healing message for Scorpio. I keep wanting to say Sagittarius. I don't know why. You've got Aries energy here, Taurus energy. You do have this Sagittarius. Okay, you could have an air sign, Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini with the Ace of Swords. Okay, water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the, I think that's you with the Queen of Cups. Offering your love. Okay, you got 3 cards that flew out. So there's obviously a reason here for a message. Acceptance. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me accept that everything is going in the right direction. Just what I was saying is about accepting the choices that you made, because it is all part of the process, guys. It is going in the right direction, even if you feel foolish here or you feel embarrassed or whatever. Just acceptance of the choice. Sobriety. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for adjusting my cravings in healthful direction so that I only desire life-affirming foods and beverages. This also might be, like I said too, a little bit of a sobering moment for you, where it's like the cravings or the rush that you move on or try to run away. It's like we mask things through cravings, right? Maybe some of you are going through a sobriety program, or maybe it's just a sobering moment. And the last one here is easy does it. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me to detach, retreat, and let go so that healing can occur. And this is so fitting, guys, with easy does it, because there's no rush and the healing that's occurring is through the Temperance card. Okay, so you will detach, you will heal, and you will be able to move on. You might feel like you're stuck in a little pickle here, but again, with this Ace of Swords and the Emperor as well, like own up. Be honest, be truthful. It never hurts to be honest, I think. That's a very helpful way of moving forward, is being clear, being honest, and saying apologies where needed. All right, Scorpio, I hope that helps you guys. If it does, please hit the like button, share your comments, the video, and subscribe if you're new. I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a great day. I'll see you soon.